frankly, I'm pretty exhausted. Um, but I have to record today, so I'm recording short. But yeah, what you eat can have an incredibly huge effect on your productivity, your awareness, your mindfulness. Like, have you ever had that feeling? Like, usually it's after breakfast where you just feel kind of like foggy, where you have like this weird brain fog. Everything seems a little more difficult than it needs to be, and you just don't feel as motivated as you usually do. And a lot of that has to do with carbohydrates. So depending on what you eat, like the kinds of foods you eat can create brain fog or no brain fog. It depends, right? A lot of times caffeine will remove some brain fog because it's a stimulant, it's caffeine, right? Or carbohydrates have this weird effect, this sort of strange ability to create a lot of brain fog. And so for me personally, I don't eat any carbs anymore. I do sometimes, but very, very rarely. And that is because carbs, for me, can create a lot of brain fog, can make it a little more difficult for me to focus, right? It's not a huge deal, but for a lot of people, it is a big deal. A lot of people are very sensitive to carbs. A lot of people do better with carbs. It depends on the kind of person you are. So I highly, highly recommend that you just try it out, right? If you usually don't eat breakfast, try eating breakfast in the morning. If you usually eat carbohydrates in the morning, like you eat like a donut or a muffin or whatever, maybe try to not eat breakfast early in the morning. Maybe try to put it off till later, right? See how your mind will respond to not having carbs, right? You can eat proteins. Yeah, I only eat eggs and like maybe some bacon in the morning. That's about it. So yeah, maybe try that instead of eating the carbs, or just experiment, right? See how your body and your mind respond. Because once I started to get my diet in check, once I started to cut out processed crap, right? Once I started to cut out a lot of the sugary things like sugary cereal and weird food that are usually breakfast foods like pancakes and syrup. Once I started to not eat those, I do sometimes as a treat, but once I started to not eat those on a daily basis, I realized that my mind became a lot sharper. I became a lot more aware of what's going on around me, and then and honestly, a lot of that kind of goes away after lunch. I realized with my mind, and that's probably because during lunch I eat carbs, right? It all depends on the person. It all depends on how your mind and body is going to respond. But yeah, I highly recommend try it out. That's all I got for today. And God bless you and stay wild.